Direct Enquiries was set up really through frustration borne by my father and also his family. My father's own experiences as a wheelchair user and his frustration therein.
We'd be going to a restaurant for a meal and find that a wheelchair couldn't get in. And so I'd have to get out my chair and struggle into the restaurant. And that's the deciding factor, initially anyway, was to help people who had disabilities to know what they were going to face when they got to where they were going.
The urban landscape can be a challenging environment for all, but for many people, it's a maze of insurmountable barriers.
I can't get up there. I've got to have people to help me.
The problem with many venues is that the access for disabled people can be very inconsistent.
And it's not only the disabled who find getting around challenging.
The whole idea of getting on and off buses and trains fills me with dread. So much easier to just put the pushchair in the car, drive somewhere, you're there.
There's an estimated 10 million disabled adults in the UK, and not only them, it's also the friends and the families.
One way Direct Enquiries gathers information on accessibility is through a detailed telephone questionnaire.
One of the things that's really impressed me about what Direct Enquiries have done for us is the way that they've been able to not only reach our over 4,000 dealers in a relatively short space of time, but take those dealers through the questionnaire in a very simple and easily understandable way.
We've got a major project at the moment with Direct Enquiries. We're auditing all 2,500 stations on the rail network as the basis for setting up a new station journey planner.
It's really important, given the history of the Underground and the problems that some of our customers face in accessing our services, that we provide accurate and accessible customer information. And that's not only a kind of a legal requirement now, but it's also expected from our customer base.
What we do is we work with the organisation to first of all understand their requirements, what it is they want to try and achieve, and then we build a solution around them.
We spend a great deal of time understanding the client's need and their business to ensure that we deliver them a service which they actually need and not just second guessing what they want. Our audits are based around Part M of the Building Regulations, Approved Document M, the British Standards 8300-2009, but where we also differ from other organisations, we take our audits that step further. We look at fire safety and means of escape, as well as personal emergency evacuation plans, and taking into account other relevant aspects of the building regulations, such as Part K, which is falls and collisions, to ensure that if a disabled person does need to evacuate a building very quickly, they're not going to be taken through a route which is going to impede their access. Something Direct Enquiries is very keen to adopt in all of their access audits are inclusive design principles. What this actually means is when we're looking at a physical environment, we're not just focusing on how a disabled user would use and move around that physical environment, but also how parents with pushchairs, the elderly and even tourists visiting a certain location. Inclusive design principles are exactly that. What they're looking to achieve is an inclusive environment that anybody can use no matter their level of ability.